Hi. So I wanted to address today, why are we fasting? Fasting is not just in order to, suffer and afflict ourselves. There's a little part to it that through our little suffering, discomfort, this enables us to fix certain things, because suffering enables us to fix certain sins. But the main idea of fasting really, it says in the books of Kabbalah that when we fast, it's like a spiritual boost. Basically, what happens, as we know, if we don't eat, we die. Meaning that when we eat, and when we don't eat, our soul start little by little disconnecting from our body. As our soul disconnects little by little from our body, then we start becoming less connected to our body needs. We start becoming more soul-like than animal-like. And at that moment, we start become more sensitive, more spiritual. We start having more spiritual desires, and enables us then to go right away after going to Purim or to the next day, whenever it is during the year, to a high level where we can now go back to regular everyday life, mundane life, with more spirituality and more focused concentration. Basically, fasting also enables us to disconnect from the distractions of certain things. It keeps us all day, since we think of eating, we stay focused on what's important in life, what we're doing here, and what are my real important needs. So that's the second aspect of it. And as we know from the Siddur also, it says that when we fast, it's also enable us to, it's almost like a carbon, a sacrifice. And therefore, we, by burning the fat that we have in us, through burning calories, everything that is burned, our reserve, so to speak, enables us to represent like it's a sacrifice to God. And a last idea is that when we fast, it's a way to fix the sins that we did with eating. Basically, we're saying, I have total control of myself, and when I eat, I can control myself. And that enables us to fix all the time where I didn't control myself and ate things that were not healthy for me or not kosher. There's though a last idea about eating, is that we, when we fast, basically we're reminded that we're not a body, we're a soul. And the soul has a component, a garment called the body, and we use this body. But as it says in the Torah, not by bread alone does man live. Meaning that technically, just like we have many of the famous rabbis and tzaddikim, like Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu, who went to Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights, he didn't have food, he didn't have water. There's a way to nourish ourselves spiritually. When we learn Torah, when we pray, when we do spiritual actions, we're able to feed ourselves spiritually. Even the body can be fed by that spirituality, and we don't need food. So that enables us to reconnect to that higher level of ourselves, that really we're soul and the body. And with all this, on the fast day, we're able to really achieve a higher level, refocus on what we're really doing here in this world, and make sure that we can do what's necessary to fix what happened in the past, and really take the message for today's the fast of Esther, so reconnect to the message that Esther was giving, and tap into the true power of the day, and make a difference, and be ready to make a difference in our actions right during the fast and right after the fast. So have a meaningful fast.